Hi guys, I got vaccinated yesterday and I decided to make a quick video sharing my experience and see how it goes. Now, currently in my country, which is Bulgaria, the only available vaccine is AstraZeneca. And what happened was there were a lot of rumors and potential cases with fatal end, which were spreading around on the news, and people in my country got scared and they stopped going to get vaccinated. So my parents, they have the AstraZeneca as well few weeks ago, and my father told me that if I go to the local hospital, there is a good chance I'll be the only one, and I could get the vaccine straight away. I did sign up for a date on our local system, and it gave me a date in few weeks. So I decided this is my backup plan, but I'll go, and if there is no one, I'll get it straight away because I don't want to wait it anymore. The reason I don't want to wait anymore is because Ellie got sick, and probably it's not corona, but I took that as a sign that it's better early to do it instead of waiting and risk everything, because if I get sick, I can spread it to other people. We are doing YouTube and it will be, yeah, and it's so very irresponsible. It will be very irresponsible from my side. So I went to the local hospital and it was only me, as my father told me. And I went there. They asked me a few questions. I took the shot here, you can see, and I didn't feel anything because I was talking and it was super fast. I felt when she put the bandage. After that, they told me that I can potentially have fever, pain in the muscles, and probably in the joints, stuff like this. It's normal. It will be for 48 hours maximum. After that, everything should be fine. And I took the advice of my father to get some medication for potential fever, because for AstraZeneca, the younger you are, there is a big chance that you have fever. My parents, they're in the older generations, they had no side effects. So I did. On the way home, I took the medications. I went home, I took them as a prevention. And the only thing I felt when I went home after 30 minutes, I took the vaccine, by the way, at 3 p.m. yesterday. So at 3:30 p.m. at home, I felt my arm where the shot was taken. I felt it like I got hit in the wall for about 30 minutes, and that was all. After that, I felt fine until I went to sleep. I went to sleep at about 10 p.m. My idea was I better sleep through this, but I woke up unfortunately at 1:30 a.m. So I was like, oh, come on. I wanted to sleep at early morning at least, so I have the day, but anyway, it is what it is. I went to do some world quests in World of Warcraft since I had nothing else to do. What happened was, while I was doing the quest, I started to feel really cold, and I was like, all right, I'm getting the fever now, so I better get some clothes, because I was just with the t-shirt like this. And what happened was, I went to my bedroom to get the clothes, and I started to shake heavily, like I was freezing. I've shaken so much that my jaw started to hurt from shaking, which was a bit weird, but I was prepared, that I knew that I'll have a fever. There is a good chance I'll have a fever. So I took the clothes, I put them like I'm using the same clothes if I go out on the coat. I took a blanket and I put the heating on max. And I know that if I put the heating on max level, it will become like a sauna in 20 minutes, super hot. But I still felt cold, so I went back and I took my blanket for the winter. I cover myself with the clothes, with two blankets and heating on max on my couch, and I just waited until I get warm as much as I can. It took me about 30 minutes to stop the shaking. Now, my medications, they were in the kitchen, and the kitchen was even colder. It's not cold, but I felt it's cold, you know, super weird. And I decided I'll wait until I get super hot, and then I'll quickly go and get my medications to reduce the fever. So it took me about 30 minutes to stop shaking, another 30 minutes to actually feel really hot. And then once I do it and I took the blanket off, I went to the kitchen straight away, took the medications, and after that I was fine. Till now I didn't feel anything else. So if you decide to get a vaccine, I would suggest to consult with your doctor or someone who is professional in that area, and give you options how to reduce potential side effects, because you may feel nothing, but if you do and you have the measurements in place right next to you, like medications or you know, whatever, it will just make it easier for you. And if you can do it, why not do it? And the second one is, if you have a job, I would strongly suggest to take the day off, maybe two, because you know, you may feel nothing, but if you do, in my case, it happened super fast. And if I was working and it happened while I was at work, it would be super uncomfortable for me and for the people around me. Now, on the next day, I felt a little bit tired, but to be honest, I think it was more because I screwed up my sleep time, more than actually the vaccine. And so far, it's more than 24 hours. I'm totally fine. It's like nothing happened. Do I regret getting the vaccine? Absolutely no. I'm super happy about it. I'm happy that my parents took it, because the last thing I want is to get the COVID and spread it to friends and my family, and even worse, to have to go the bad way, and you know what I mean. I don't want to have that in my consciousness. I do believe in science. I do believe that we should keep following the science, and vaccines for me are part of the science. So I'm happy that I took it. And for you who is still wondering should I do it or no, just have in mind the side effects that you can have, and make it even easier for you if you decide to go for it. And yeah, good luck, and I will make probably another video after I take the second shot, or if I have other side effects, just so you know what's up. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to make another video, and see you in the next one. Bye.